Mungu amekutafuta upate kuokoka, atakupa usima wa milele. Mungu amekutafuta upate kuokoka, atatembea na wewe popote uendapo.
The Kenyan music industry has come a long way, with different genres emerging each year in the contemporary music scenes. There is one side that has remained constant with rich history, a story of legends who have shaped the industry using the indigenous languages. One such talent is Wilson Matere Ongaro, also known to many as Sukuma bin Ongaro or Suku.
Kwa majina tumuite Sukuma bin Ongaro, mwimbaji wa zamani kutoka Kenya.
Ongaro, now 78 years old, is a famed Luhya Benga sensation with numerous hits. Ongaro, a name that whenever it's mentioned in Western Kenya today around any elderly person, they will definitely turn their heads because he was a household name in entertainment during their youthful days. Sukuma bin Ongaro started his musical journey in early 1962 when he took a train from his home village named Ebukambuli, Kisa, Muluanda location on the banks of River Yala, just between Khwisero and Butere in Kakamega County, headed to Nairobi to meet his idol, the legendary David Amunga, who was a big hit in the Kenyan Benga music industry by then. Just at 17 years old, Ongaro set off for the city, yes, Nairobi City, a land of opportunities to many as it is considered, or in the recent days, Mji wa Mawe, roughly translating to a tough city to thrive in. His dream came true, and today it has been 61 years of Sukuma bin Ongaro being a Benga musician, singing majority of his songs in Luhya language. Ongaro has released household hits like Kila Siku Suku, This World, Jirani Kuno, Kukawanje, and many more.
Mwaisikia wimbo yenye imeimba Kila Siku Suku, wakasibai nyasya, nintisho mchinga, nintisho muingwa. Ongare mbinda, bana bai marre mioko.
Ongaro, inspired by David Amunga's hits like So Many Vijana and I Am Going Back to Kenya, or From America to Africa, he was determined to be like him, and more so knowing that David Amunga was also the son of the soil from the same locality. Ongaro believed that he could live to his dream of singing like David Amunga. Having set off and taken the train to Nairobi, Ongaro stayed at the railway station for 2 months waiting for someone from his village who was in Nairobi to help him reach his idol, David Amunga. And guess what? He indeed managed to meet the legendary David Amunga in his office in the city.
Nilipopelekwa kwa David, kwa ofisi ya David akaniuliza unajua kuimba? Ndio. Una nyimbo? Ndio. Ngapi? 2. Sawa. Akaniweka kwa indofia sasa tena kumwimbia.
Not known to Ongaro, David Amunga owned a record label by then called Mwangaza Record Label. Amunga auditioned Ongaro in his office, and lucky for Ongaro, he got signed to Mwangaza Record Label by David Amunga. After recording several songs at Mwangaza, Ongaro became a hit. Soon, many local producers were on his trail wanting to work with him. He says he encountered the ugly side of fame. He would soon find himself being called a home wrecker, for he had a lot of women fans and their husbands believed he was after their wives, a factor he regrets till today. Ongaro is married to 2 wives who he still lives with them up to now.
Nilikuanga ninapatiwa nachotewa shilingi 55,000 na kuimba nitaanza kuimba jioni saa 4 na saa 9 nimemalizia. Maana yake sasa hapo nini imeisha, wako na huwa wanaandika permit ya kuimba imeisha. Hapo ninaenda kwa dirisha ninachota hiyo pesa yote. Na hiyo pesa nilikuanga siingii nayo kwa poma. Unajua ni kwa nini? Saa 11 tunangoja basi yenye ilinitoa kwangu na vijana wangu kwenda kuimba. Saa 11 basi ndio hiyo tayari kutuchukua kutupeleka kutukawa mahali ulikuwa umetoka. Lakini mimi siwezi enda kwangu, saa hizo naambia vijana wangu tuende kwenye paa. Tukakunywe mbili. Kishafika kwenye paa, patale ya 2 zimekuwa ni 4 kila mtu. Patale ya 4 zilikuwa ni 6. Hivyo nitafikiria nikiona watu wakijitokezea huko nje, nimeona wote ni marafiki zangu, na kumbe la. Wakiingia hivyo ninatangaza ya kwamba wapate 2, moja. Nitajikuta ya kwamba sina hela, zote zimebaki hapa.
He has since gotten saved and now sings gospel music. One among his best gospel tracks being Ongaro Digital. Digital probably because he raps. Yes, Ongaro raps like the modern young musician. Yes, Ongaro is a rapper today.
Wamama, lazima tuokoke. Wase tuokoke, kina mama tuokoke, wafulana tuokoke, wasichana tuokoke. Litakuwa jambo kuu mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Mungu akikuita itikia mara moja, tena wacha kujifanya eti Mungu ndio nani. Mpikie makoti chini, inamisha kichwa, mpepee mikono, uanze kuwapotu. Ongaro.com, Ongaro Digital, Ongaro.com, pini Yesu Digital.
He says getting saved is like an accident because you never plan for it, or you can never know when you will get saved. He confesses that he thought he was a small God till he encountered salvation, a life-changing moment.
Mimi nimeokoka, sio kama suku wa samani. Niliacha dunia nikampokea Bwana Yesu. Maisha yangu suku nimesaliwa mara ya pili. Nimepepa msalaba, filanga free, Ongaro.com.
Having been inspired by David Amunga and Isaiah Mwinamo, 2 legendary Kenyan Benga musicians, and by default all of them from his native county of Kakamega, he believed he too would make it into music. He indeed made it into music, and he made it big. He regrets that he wasted most of his money partying. He says him and his team could drink all the money after getting paid after a gig and go home empty-handed. A factor he says after he got saved has changed, and he is now happy. Ongaro is a legend, an entertainer, a father, a husband, a Kenyan, and a passionate musician of all times. Wilson Matere Ongaro is indeed to be remembered for shaping the Kenyan Benga music scenes, especially in Luhya language. Respect to Suku, as many know him.